seconds later, is able to. So that's good. Let me settle into this for a moment here. If you're seeing this on the playback, I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your comments and suggestions and kind. And depending on how this song turns out, I may or may not want feedback on it, like as far as like change anything kind of feedback. But yeah, I only did that really short live stream earlier today, so it's nice to do one before bed, about an hour and a half ish before bed. So don't know if I'm gonna need more light in here or not. Yeah, that's a little dark. I mean, it's not bad, but it's a little dark. That would be a great question to ask with this idea. Oh, that light is on. Okay, well, I guess we'll put this one on whether you played it or not. I'm a little bit chilly. Ugh. So, yeah, I saw a weird error in that chat earlier too that I was in, but then it put it like 4 times, and then it went away, and then I was able to comment right away. So I don't know what date was about. Yeah, I haven't been all that long. I felt it was like a little bit more than a minute, but a minute's not very long, so I guess it wasn't. No, I meant to grab the guitar while I was up, so I should go do that. Chapstick if you're curious, chapstick if you're not. We got 2 people here. I'm happy whoever it is, as long as we have a nice time with each other. If, yeah, that light did help. However, I'm kind of hoping it's Sam Abraham. Is that how it's said? I'm not sure. Anyway, so I'm just gonna make sure that the chat is turned on. I'm pretty sure it is. Well, I'm here, so it should be. And I know that Sam would say so. I did say I was about to roll up. We got a like, so that's cool. And you did subscribe, and maybe you got a notification even though I was watching. They were watching the other one. I'm just gonna grab my guitar. I appreciate the like, by the way. I'm just gonna grab my guitar, and then more interesting lights out. I mean, it's dark in here. There's some lights in the rooms next to the room I'm in, making it as bright as it is in here. But I sometimes notice, but there was one the other day. It looked like angel wings. Anywho, it's a bit late, but it's not bedtime yet. So it says that now there's nobody watching, but that could be inaccurate. But yes, I could have. In fact, I was intending to kind of generate some ideas for this song before rolling, and then I thought, oh, why don't I just do it with my viewers? Let it be a very organic process. And also, I was eager to get moving with it. So, yeah, let's see what we might, we might come up with. You don't have to be a songwriter either, or even really much of a creative person to maybe give some ideas. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, and otherwise we can also just chat. Okay, so I'm trying to decide whether I'd rather do this on the guitar or the piano, to be honest. I haven't been on this piano as much since we got the keyboard, and I kind of feel like I've been sitting on the couch for a while, and might be nice, even though that doesn't have a back. Well, that one does. To just do some stuff there. So I'll bring this with me, and let's go there. I almost feel like I'm better at songwriting, maybe not, on the guitar. I mean, on the piano, on the guitar, right. But, when we're focused on lyrics mostly, to start with, I don't think it hugely matters. That's why it's kind of chilly in here. Okay, so I'll probably need to put more of a light on in here, but let me just see. I appreciate your patience. If it's Sam, I'm not surprised. And if it's somebody else, you're just as cool. Congratulations. Let me just see how the lighting looks in here. I kind of don't mind the soft lighting at this time of night, and it looks like it's just fine on screen. The only thing, because the door was open, let some air in when we had the oven on earlier. It got kind of cool in this room, so I'm just gonna go get something to look a bit like. Is it Liberace or Elton John? This is not want to wear a full-on sweater and get too warm, so wear a half-on sweater. Okay, so as I mentioned, and we got two of you here. As I mentioned, I'm going to just do some. Oh, it looks like maybe it looks like both left, but I think that's inaccurate, and it keeps like flashing 1-0 like every few seconds. Yeah, that's one again. Yeah, he said he subscribed, so hopefully he hits the notification bell. At least let him know. Like maybe labor pain. I don't know what the heck that means, but it sounds a little bit odd. If not, he might get showing this one afterwards. If he's still watching What's His Face, who was tired and been rolling for a while, so may have wrapped up soon. Plus, yeah, maybe he did it notification, but I mean, some people might do that out of habit just to remember. So I recommend it to remember to check out the people they want to check out. So, if not, hopefully YouTube will show it to him. Since he is now subscribed. I don't know, kind of think, not to, Richard's got his own style, and there's something addicting about his way of reading and interacting. There's some things that are a little bit off-putting as well, but I guess maybe that could be the case for a lot of us. Our style. So let's focus on the positive, right? But no, I trust that Sam will be here at some point. If I don't think he would have been the one that just came in and just liked and then left, although unless his device died. Or I'm not even sure actually the gender. And you know what, Sam, if you see this afterwards, you don't have to tell me. You're welcome to still say the lovely things you're saying, and nobody else really has to know. I think I do know, but we don't have to know. Even if you don't mind saying, and it looks just fine, me accepting either way. In fact, it looks really lovely and great. We can keep that hash if you'd like to. Even like I say, if you don't mind saying, but it was really neat. That I don't remember what we said in the first interactions, a few back and forth on Richard's video, but I do know that when we came back in today, you said something about lovely to see me again. Missed me really. I forget. You know what you said, your very first comment. Can you remind me? And you've been lovely ever since. So I said, love is great energy and it is welcome on this channel. So, okay. Literally, I am pretty tired, though. It is true. I could have just waited to do this tomorrow. I was going to do an errand tomorrow, and then I thought, I don't have a ton going on this coming week. G will be at work, and I'll have a few free days, and it might be nice to have something to do in them other than bringing up the laundry and just, the usual stuff. So I might wait on that. I'm not sure, but definitely going to try and enjoy the nice nice weather outside if it's not too windy and it's decent. That wind really ruins it. If it's mild and there's a wind, or it's just things blowing around too much, it's kind of annoying as far as weather. So, and we might podcast as well, but we're podcasting now, so I'm going to try and focus on that. I just want to double check, though, because I added cold water to one that I thought was still kind of cold, but wasn't. And it would be great if I put the other one. That's the one. So I do seem to be pretty good, not to toot my own bugle, as I say sometimes. I do seem to be pretty decent at coming up with songs on the spot. I'm not too sure, energy wise and creativity wise, how much I'm going to be able to come up with right now. I'll see. We'll both see. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That might be helpful inspiration, actually. Although then it went somewhere. Usually it sticks around longer than that. So I must remember. Somebody please remind me as I'm doing this. It said, I think it said something about your go-to karaoke spot, which I don't do karaoke as much as I used to, but that is a very special question to me from back when I did. So I do want to try and incorporate that. Um, and yes, if you have any, whether it's just ideas or actually put together lyric suggestions for this, I welcome them. I welcome them. Say I'm just doing this on the spot, very organic, and because I was ready to give it a try, and this felt like the way I wanted to do it tonight. So here we are. Okay, one more drink of water. Now, let's see what we got. Water does not work the same way as peptic. It's odd but true. So, okay. So, for some reason, it's absorbing really fast. I'm not getting very much. This one's actually quite runny. I'm just noticing that this for the first time now. I think I'm going to have to put that in the fridge. Okay, so again, just for the two that just came in, just letting you know, but you just left, I think, so maybe I won't. Okay, yeah, I told him I was going to be rolling now, so hopefully he will come in. I know that he will be likely fairly chatty, even though we're new, or they, she, I don't know, doesn't matter to me. Fairly chatty, so I kind of want to wait here, I think, until here. I think it's a good one too. But I also know that it was past 9:30 when I came to start this, I believe. So it's actually already 10 to 10. Now, G might no he might be trying to come down for what he's doing by 10 or 10:30, possibly 10. So I better get to this, get a little bit of progress made with it. So the idea is something to the effect of. This was inspired by someone who I've been following. Last time I saw him, there was something that was said, or just the way, again, his delivery is kind of unique. And what I was trying to tell him is he had said, "There's nobody here." There was more than just me, but he said he was tired. I don't know how long he'd been rolling for. He said, "There's nobody here. I'm going to wrap up." I said, "I'm here." He's like, "So yeah, because nothing's really happening," and it wrapped up. And it's like, "What the heck? I was here," you know. And I think, like I say, a few others as well. They just may not have been saying anything. I don't know. Anywho, and but then I guess I stayed subscribed, and YouTube showed me him again a couple of times since, I think. Maybe this was the first time since. And today, one of the things he was saying in his chat was that one of his relatives, or somebody he'd had a conversation with recently, said, "Wherever you are." So, how did this come up? Because he said something about being multicultural or bilingual, bisexual, one, two, or three. I mean, most of us are actually multicultural, or do a citizen or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, and he said this, and he kind of gave him a look, but I thought it was a nice statement. So I said, "Wherever you are, make it beautiful. Wherever in the world you go." Writing on the spot. Wherever you are, make it beautiful for the world. I feel like I want to do something different with the chords there, but I don't know what. And then, what was the other thought that I had? Weather online. can help add ideas. Maybe you have a karaoke spot. I knew a host, but she's kind of young. If you watch this channel, occasionally you will see her spirit still comes and visits me. That's at 32 from diabetes. Wherever she went, she made it beautiful. Wherever she went, she made it beautiful. Flying bad cheerleader. Beautiful and a great singer. If you have another question sticker, if someone came in, maybe they could give me an idea quicker. I've been dancing these few minutes. Kind of like people stay a minute or two or three or four, then they went out the doors of a bird. Is that really what you do? What would you say he seems like a pretty cool Jew? Maybe I should get to know him a little. Maybe I should bring my fiddle. I don't know. I'm noticing I have Asperger's, tactile Asperger's. I'm sort of noticing that with the keys. I'm also noticing my wrist being a little bit sore with arthritis. But honestly, is that going to be any different with the guitar then? I'm thinking possibly not. Also, I didn't notice going through the bodies. Well, they weren't completely full. But I'm feeling like I'm going to go to the guitar now. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, I'm hearing, well, I mean, I was watching What's His Face for a while there, but I'm hearing, just watching the key because that works. But then it's a lot of me, and then I finally get the rest of me with a sleep. So a whole lot of Rosie. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, I did suggest it. I don't think he processed it, to be quite honest, and I don't know if he's gonna. I bet after his stream, he's gonna sleep because he works a lot. But I don't know if he's very likely to ever see this. I'm not really making fun either, but I will say that this Richard guy has a very, and I've forgotten that was his name. Well, also he's not black and trans, and someone saying, "What's it like, Richard, being black and trans?" I don't think they were talking about him. I tried to clarify this, but he didn't really. If I was to impersonate him, it wouldn't be being mean. That's not my style. It wouldn't be, to be rude. It would just be so other people could see, how this guy that I'm referring to does his live streams. And there is uniqueness about it. That is for sure. So where are my socks? So here? Okay, good. Let me go get them. But it kind of requires people to be saying stuff, to be honest. Watch, G come down right as I'm kind of doing that, and he's like, "You're sounding like that guy." I'm like, "Yeah, I was giving it a try." Here's me. Well, I sound like that guy. Oh. If anybody's wondering, I'm just adding one water to another to get rid of this bottle and hopefully make it also the perfect temperature for my teeth. We recycle it, yeah. I would like to take a moment just to say how much I feel it's important to recycle and reuse, so that because it's resourceful. It's right for the environment, and I can't tell you. I mean, yeah, if it's got like food stuff. Oh, that sticker went away so fast I didn't see it, but somebody tuned in right at the same time, so maybe you did and can tell me what it said. Usually they stick around longer. The little sticker question things. Anyway, if there's like food remnants or whatever on it, yes, get rid of it. But otherwise, yeah, it should be recycled if it's a recyclable material. And again, I can't stress enough, people, watch what you're littering. First of all, I don't think you should litter. Usually, there's a garbage or recycling not that far away, and you can hold on to or put it in your bag or whatever the item until you get to one. Like if it's not that dirty, or a pocket or something, because like our dog has recently picked up chicken bones that people have, been tossing it on the ground, or I think it was French fries one time actually, and it's a good thing we were watching him and we weren't just letting him smell the ground or whatever, because he could have. Somebody just tuned in there, like, what? Talk about a dog. He could have eaten a few fries and gotten sick. Chicken bones could get lodged in there, whatever, and not be good either. And we take him to this one area to let him run around and catch the ball for a bit. And somebody had, unless they, I mean, I don't see how if they couldn't, if their lid fell off their bottle and they were finished their drink, I'd still think look for the lid, because it's here and people take their dogs here. Because yeah, that's the other thing I noticed. Is like if a dog was to swallow that, it could get lodged. Like I'm guessing that the people that are doing these don't have. I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say don't have dogs. Maybe don't have. I don't know. But anyway, so I just wanted to put that out there. Um, Other than that, oh gosh, I'm feeling like this is getting me a little bit because I don't know. I was just watching something I've only been talking about 23 minutes about, but the other day I did a whole lot more podcasting and I was drinking some tea, but I was feeling better. So I think I'm gonna have to watch. Let's maybe if you put comments, I won't read them out loud unless they're really really great. But I'll read them to myself and then reply just to save my throat a little bit, because I just started rolling. G's not down here yet, and even if he is, well, I don't want to get him in podcast mode. It's Saturday night, but it sounds like we both want to go to bed early. But we both love it when the podcasts are doing well, and I call podcast live stream same thing, and essentially I don't know if I'd call just an audio one a live stream though. Come to think of it, slow down, just thinking about it for a moment. But yeah, we if people are, lots of people are watching, and even better if they're commenting. When it's getting late, that's when it's a little but we do appreciate it. We certainly do. And although it is almost 10 o'clock, and now I've got the time showing without having to scroll down, and it's been a while since I touched the screen. Anywho, yeah, I'd like somebody else to say something. Well, somebody was there for a few seconds. It doesn't look like they still are, but and I know that. Well, first of all, if you saw this like on a computer, like on the new newsfeed on the homepage or whatever, you may have seen the title. It wasn't that in depth. Like usually, I actually use most of the as many letters as I can, and it just kind of easily happens. It's like I come up with these title ideas. Yeah, like I say, fairly easily. Sometimes I have to shorten them a little bit. Other times it's like perfect, 100 characters. But I don't even know if I was 50 with this one. The idea, other than chat, was fairly simple. You did miss what I did with the song, but I could tell you that. Okay, let's think you laughed. But I'm just gonna wait. But now I'm starting to also think a little bit like my friend Axel. But you know what? Here's the thing. Whether you're a songwriter or not, if you help me write this song, if I ever do anything with it other than in this video, and in this video I would do this as well, I'll give you credit, for any ideas that you offer. I mean, you've given yourself credit by putting them in the comments, I guess. Now, I never delete the live chat, by the way, but just sometimes it doesn't show up. And I've been noticing on the cell phone a little bit more kind of the menus that show. It seems to depend which one I'm using, though. But I still don't know if there's an option for the live chat to show afterwards. I don't know why. Well, I do, and I don't know why somebody would. Mostly, I wouldn't want it to show afterwards. But yeah, so the idea, if you'd like to give me some ideas on it, but it looks like you left, so unless you say you haven't, okay, is everywhere you go, make it beautiful in some way or another. Whether it's a place or online community, a live stream. What are your thoughts about that? What are the person looks like me? No, I can't do that. Sorry. Well, I'm hoping that they will do that. It's nice when you get comments afterwards. Most of them happen in the live stream every now and then afterwards, but and then a lot of people seem to think if they don't catch it live, then just wait for the next one. But I don't know. I was really hoping Sam would tune in. There's, I guess, slight mixed feelings because there's a Sam I have on my mind that I've been a bit worried about, that I've been struggling to reach. Did I not go up and get that tablet? I guess I didn't. I'll have to do that. Well, he'll want this. I'll have that. So, well, and I'm keeping that at that, so I'll go get it. I thought I had when I went up there just now. Anyway, I don't know what I did in that room. Anyway. Oh. But it is something that I try and do. Sometimes it happens more than other times, but I certainly don't feel like I bring the opposite. That's not who I am. As far as out and about and online, like I try and make it a lovely time for myself and for others. And that's I don't understand what anybody would do other than that. I mean, yeah, people have theories and they could be right, but I don't think it's worthwhile to do other than that. So I'm almost thinking I might have to take Tylenol tonight. I'm feeling mildly lightheaded. Man, that's noisy up there. I'm trying to remember where we left off because I was watching a video I did recently with G, who was at work when I did it. I'm just kind of trying to remember where I left off. So to give myself a break talking, I'll listen to myself talk. Not because I'm full of myself, but I'm just wondering where we are at it. Maybe I do, but still. Why don't you let me know the other one? Although I'd rather be listening to someone else, I think, at this point. But I like the individual, so I'll try to look past it. Please say prayers of good thoughts for my friend Sam, by the way. He'd be a good person. I'm sure there's others, but I can't think of it at the moment. It's a bit of a trigger to somebody. And especially mild things, they're easier to forgive, right? Or survival. This one still does work. Maybe I'll give myself a little spritz. Yeah, that's the first time we heard of those two. Sure. Oh, baby. A lot of weird bear stories in the news lately. Bear attacks. Feeling it before then, I'm feeling it before then. Then I can say, okay, good, I got it. Let's not go back in. And lately, wait about the Viking shit happening. Well, actually, recently, I don't see one otherwise. I recently saw it up here. But it's speaking off, like, the other one's smaller. I don't know if that's what we put this on. He really just, he can bring his sort of, like, but, I don't know what that's about, but it sounds like a big pack of G. So maybe good that he didn't hear it. I don't play any of that. And I guess if they really have to, I can see if I can get somebody to know that, you know, it's totally left me. It was actually left on our property quite a while ago. And, you can skip ahead 5 or 10 minutes. You're probably not going to miss much. Anybody that sees this afterwards doing this, but I can let you know in the comments if it is. I'm thinking about it now. A lot of times that is what I do. I mean, and the cheese, you know, but this was actually before that. It's pretty good. Get ready to put it like this. I was initially going to leave it at a business nearby. And then I very quickly, you know, as a non-driver, like I'm not one that's going to go steal anybody's bike, but as a non-driver. Get up to 60% off. Yeah, this video that we've been watching back, by the way, I must say this. Well, I'd rather say it when there's somebody here. And look at that. I just want to. Yo, it's Tony Montana Flizzy. That name is vaguely familiar, but only vaguely. But thanks for telling me it's you. Welcome. First time to the channel, and how did you come across it? If it's your first time. GTA, Grand Theft Auto, a Greater Toronto area, or gay that attracts, or give them appreciation. Thanks for the like, by the way. What's GTA? Tony Hawk. I was talking about him earlier, how I was in a skateboarder movie. I'm sure there's a skateboarding video. I come to think of it. I don't know. Is there? Okay, it looks like you've left. I'll give you another moment to tell me what you're meaning by that. Actually, you know what? Let me just look something up for a moment here. Because it looks like you left. Maybe you haven't, but it looks like you have. I know of Hannah Montana. Not well, but a fictional character that looks a little bit like my friend Robin. I was just seeing his picture and somebody else's. I don't know if it's Grand Theft Auto or not, but if it is, I think that's a stupid game. Although I know it's been popular for a long time, I think it's not a healthy game. I don't think it makes people see things in a healthy way, act in a healthy way. And I know some people will say it's just a video game, but some people will actually lead their lives that way too. And I'm mostly in support of however anybody wants to live their lives, but that it's not kosher stuff. Sorry, if that's what it means. But it's funny because I put a few guesses there, but and I don't like characters either. So if that's what that was, then. But it's funny. He looks a little bit like, is it Tony Danza, the other Tony? Did I tell you? Did I tell you? Insulin resistance. Hi, how are you? Pom Pom. What's up? Your picture, maybe it's common because it looks like it's a cat pressing its face up against glass or something, but I don't know about the name, but you're seeming familiar. How did you come across me? Do I know you from somebody else's community? Either way, glad to have you here. And it's funny because I relate to Poms, if you mean Pomeranians. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna. So, uh huh. Oh, what time is it? 10 after 10. Okay. No, I don't think. No, I don't know you in person. But how did you find the channel? Randomly or well, this is the thing. See, unless somebody is an admin or a moderator or it's their own live stream, and especially on computers, I don't know about on cell phones. Okay, um, yeah, on cell phones. I wish YouTube was more consistent, but it almost makes more sense on a computer because you can multitask a bit better. But what do you call it? You can click onto somebody's channel, but anybody else they can't, and I feel mixed about that. But so that wouldn't have been how you did it anyway. But okay, cool. What is pom pommy? What does that mean to you? Are you a cheerleader? Or I mean, I know that cheering is in our one handle actually. But that's cool. Yeah, it's always fun to discover people randomly. Um, I'm from Canada. How about you? I like to ask curious, get to know questions. Within reason. Um, Yeah, and I guess this would be a good opportunity to. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I haven't been podcasting that much. I certainly do longer ones. I haven't even done that many today. I've been around G all day, but if you set your settings to search bar with live and short, you will have multiple short lives. That sounds like a cat with 9 lives. Talking about a 16-year-old dog today. I don't like shorts as much. Then you can't settle into them as well. I feel like they're too quick. I have ADHD, and I'm saying this. I mean, some of them are right, but most of them seem kind of like there's not enough in them. Um, but I do know how to scroll live, so that's fine. I've been getting into doing that too. And if I was doing this on the computer, we did get that kind of working again. I'd be putting the title of this in the comments so that people that are scrolling the way it sounds like you did would see this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I'm curious where you're watching from. It's uplifting, wellness, healing, and I'm musical. So, and other random things too sometimes, but mostly that. I mean, I joked recently that we talk about a little bit of everything. Somebody said something about liking the smell of rain, and we were talking about hairstyling a couple podcasts ago, and it says, you know, I'm not surprised. This is this channel. The Caribbean. Oh, nice. Well, tropical. You have to deal with tropical storms, I'm sure, but not so much winter. We live in a very wintry climate. However, for this time of year, we're getting unseasonably warm temperatures, and it's no snow. And I'm sure we'll have a right Christmas, which I kind of would like, but it's really quite something. I've been living in this city. I won't say where, but I've been living in this city for about 22 years. However long 2005 is till now, and I think I've only seen one, maybe two white Christmases or Christmases that Christmas like days and like December's even that have had like not very deep snow at all. But we certainly do get it. We certainly do. And I don't like winter, but here I am. I mean, you might have white sand beaches, but anyway. But yeah, so anyway, don't forget to like, and we have somebody else here too. And I'm not going to roll super much longer tonight, although it is Saturday, so we'll see. I'm borrowing G's phone because this one had something else up on it, and just yeah. But uh, what I'd really love, aside from the lovely conversation, and like I say, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and all that, is I'd really love to come up with a bit more from my song idea that I came up with, or that I'm coming up with. Earlier in this video, I did some, and you're welcome to watch that on the playback. I did it on the spot, so I don't exactly remember what it was, other than that it was decent. Tours when I am where I am because it's winter for them where they live. And, yeah, yeah, yeah. But like I say, the tropical storms. But anyway, so the idea. Thanks for the like. I think it was from. I think it was from Pom Pom. And what does that mean? This Pom Pom thing. Do you have a Pomeranian? Do you cheerlead? Are you male? Are you female? I'm curious. We got three of you here. The others don't be shy either. You're welcome to chime in. Um, and I want to let you all know that the I always have a base idea for the videos, a general idea, but then okay, cool. What age group or age are you? Out of curiosity, yeah, it's well, yeah. But then I almost don't want to ask because like I'm just all about great conversation. And when you find out that someone's a kid, it's slightly awkward. But I'm a good person. 29. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm 39. So, anywho, the idea of this podcast, like I say, it or this live stream, whatever you want to call it, they kind of vary. Um, I'm even feeling better now that there's some nice interactions. I guess you don't want to tell me what palm is. You're answering my other questions. I appreciate it. Um, Maybe palm trees, but that's not how it's spelled. Pomegranate. I don't know. Anywho, the idea is I'm working on a song, and a lot of my songs. What was the one I listened to? Oh, right. I have two ideas. Whether they'll go anywhere, who knows? Other than here, if either way, I'll give you. I am Dago. Hello, how are you? You've been here for a little while watching, so you might know some other questions, or at least there's been two people here, three now, three a few minutes ago. You might know some of the questions I asked our other viewers, the kind of curious questions I'd ask anybody, you know. And therefore, anytime you see my videos, if you haven't already told me, you know the things I might ask you, beat me to the punch, kind of thing. Anyway, waiting for the future to unfold. Thoughts about that, lyrically written or just in general. And wherever you go, make it beautiful. Um, I can already tell because you've said a bit more than the other person, but I'm happy to get the hello so far from I am Daggy, but not Lauren Daigle. Um, um, that you're a good person, and you're. How do we define beauty? Well, I mean, being a good person is one way, I would say. So, but yeah, your thoughts on these song ideas? What maybe I could incorporate? Nicer than asking AI, really. It's more of a interact. It's more of a personal touch. Nothing against, what, sometimes, but that world is, the world's wild and crazy anyway sometimes, but, you know, that way too. And if you're lucky, well, maybe I'll let you hear G play something on the piano, likely classical, maybe Christmas, maybe something else. Um, and he is better than I would admit. He's older. I don't know when he started playing piano. Yeah. Well, yeah. You, you can't send me pictures, so sure. um, he is older, and he may have been playing longer. I mean, I've been playing since I was 7, on and off, and guitar. But yeah, he's going to be downstairs soon on the piano, so it would make sense. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking and let you guys say anything you'd like to say on anything that you've heard. And I'm going to rest for a moment and stretch. Stretching is important. I don't know what kind of stretching this is. I'm making this up on the spot as well, but it's feeling good for my shoulders. I'll tell you that much. And yes, hopefully you've hit the subscribe notification bell. I roll once or twice every day, sometimes 3 times, and very, very rarely 4 times. Very, very rarely do I skip a day. Even with the holidays, I don't think I'll skip many days, but love, stress, regrets. Can you elaborate a little bit, please? Love is good. Stress and regrets. Can you hear Ethiopian? Can you hear an Ethiopian? Are you Ethiopian? Song De Elaine. If it's not, I mean, I can hear it. I can look it up and hear it for sure. I shouldn't play it in this video probably, and I wouldn't understand it because I don't speak Ethiopian. But I know a couple of foreign musicians, two or three, well, one I don't know, but two or three, and they always seem hesitant to play songs of their culture because they don't know that nobody else is going to understand them. And I do like to understand lyrics, but I don't think you have to. But well, there's four of you here. That's a deep one. That's a deep one. I'm not really sure how it fits with my song ideas, but I'm sorry if you're feeling that. Um, I would like to offer to you that you try and think of the reasons that you don't regret loving someone, perhaps even the reasons why you still could love them. Um, I know some people make it hard. Some people are quite toxic or abusive or difficult. But I say that love is always a good thing to try and keep in the equation, you know? Can, can it be, I think is what you're saying? Or can't it be? About the ups and downs of life, can't it be your song? I could do one about that for sure. Maybe I have in the past. I don't. A lot of times I write songs and then they kind of fade away. But um, I don't really know if they fit with the two ideas I was just saying, though. If you think they do, I'd be curious to hear how. Because maybe I'm just not seeing it. But and what are some of the ups and downs that you've been through in your life? I'd be curious to learn from each other. I mean, I've certainly been through some, that's for sure. I don't want to say, I kind of feel like more one than the other these days, but I try and focus on the positive, the things that are going well, and try and work towards accepting the things that aren't. But for the fear of falling in love with someone because you don't want to, so it's not about a love lost then. I'm surprised he isn't down. I guess he's going a bit later because he's gotten distracted and it's the weekend. It's not about love lost then. It's about the fear of, like you say, getting hurt and rejection. By the way, I have a slight feeling like one of you hasn't liked yet. I don't know about if you've subscribed, but if you haven't, I hope you will. I'm glad to have you both here. We got the Caribbean and I believe Ethiopia. Um, well, of course, none of us want to get hurt. None of us want to hurt, I would hope, to hurt others. Um, but, and I am a bit of a life coach, so I kind of feel like I'm getting into that mode, even though it is tired. I am tired. It is late. It is tired. I am late. Just kidding. That's like a lot of things, though. Like, I've been thinking about that a little bit. Like, the fear of, I mean, some people say you just got to go for it, go out of your comfort zone, try new things, blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty open to that. But getting to actually do it is what's sometimes difficult. And so, whether it's an opportunity or a thing you want to try or a person you wish to be with, I mean, I would say also, even as a friendship, there's love. So, what I would also ask is, it sounds like you have somebody specific in mind, maybe. If so, or just in a general sense, um, do you feel like they don't love you for some reason? Uh, I would also say that it's very human and natural to feel like you could be hurt if you. Some people would say make yourself vulnerable or whatever you want to call it. Four of you in here now. Thank you. Good to see it. Chapstick if you're curious. Chapstick if you're not. It's and I would say partly that's just human, but I would say some people feel it more because of the things they've been through in their life. And I'm sorry that you maybe had a lot of disappointment or traumas in your life. Or 4 to 1. Or maybe having the opportunity to show someone how much you can love her. Go for it. Always lead with love. I can't because we have a Pommy, a dog. We don't have a lot of travel money. Whoops. Uh, I do not see. Okay, 56. We have work that is hard to kind of leave, and are not very well traveled, to be honest. And I think if we traveled anywhere, I mean, yes, it's helpful if we know somebody there, but we would be so like, I think we'd be more uncomfortable than comfortable because we, as much as we'd love to enjoy the place and probably would, we'd be like, this just feels like way out of our what we're used to, and we're homesick, you know. Like I say, we don't travel very much, but had an interesting discussion when travel was definitely part of the topic. I want to, say if you ever notice us both live, I hope you pick me first because I got to think of myself first. It's not that I'm selfish. It's not that I'm, you know, don't like the other person, but the other thing is, although his are sometimes as quiet, but I mean, it's real hit and miss. Some of the videos do well. Some of the videos that should do well are really quiet. But the difference one or two or three people can make. But and so his is kind of like that. But I know often mine are, and so I'm really happy to have met you both tonight, and hope to see you here often. But Monday, it was going to be on my channel. We had some technical difficulties, so it was on his channel. ANK Moving Arts. Um, it was like I say, wasn't it Monday? No, it wasn't. It was Friday, right?
That's probably it, yeah.
Yeah. So check it out. I wish. I this will stand out. Yeah, he was wearing a kind of fancy shirt. Look for the one where he's wearing the Disney shirt. Um, and yeah, we'd be curious to hear what you think of it there. I don't know. I'll consider possibly recording it off of one device, having the tripod. I don't know how that would work though, because the two devices aren't the same size. Um, Unless he can send me it in a file to upload or something, then I can get it on my channel. But I don't mind you telling you to go to his too. He's musical. I would say, he doesn't watch a lot of live stream stuff, but I would say slightly different caliber. It hasn't been musical as long. Has a very gentle style. Isn't maybe what you might think he is as far as the type of guy is, but he's a nice guy. And what's the other thing? And he posts travel videos once a month. He's living a traveling sort of gypsy lifestyle. But if I was to say see him, I wouldn't have thought he was a gypsy. If I mean, I guess that conjures up a certain image in my mind, which is really, except he put on a wig a little while back, and that made it. Anyway, let me see what else you've said, and then we got to wrap up here. Um, I mean, if you travel, you can see a lot of cultures and have great ideas for songs. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I do and I don't get ideas pretty easily. I mean, yeah. It's just I wasn't there when you were telling the base idea. Okay, well, I hope you will go back to the beginning then, um, and uh, and see them there. I mean, I don't think that it's necessary to be able to give ideas. I don't think you have to have heard those ones, but I was on the keyboard and I did a little, and again, I made it up on the spot, so I don't remember what it was. So I'd love to hear from you after this is posted. Come back and check. It was near the beginning, maybe the first 15, within the by the 15-20 minute mark at least. I did have a bit of a slow start, so I would say start there unless you're curious what happened in those 15 or 20 minutes. And yeah, it was really just kind of me settling in, finding out, figuring. Yeah. Anywho, um, now I'm slightly tempted to let G and the GNC other person in the home, do something for you on piano. Since there's one or two of you here, and but it is getting late here, so I think I'll just let it be one song, and then he'll just do the rest off camera. But you can find other videos of him doing music on this channel. So, is there anything classical or Christmas or popular tunes you'd like to hear? I would say classical or Christmas would be the top ones, since 'tis the season and he plays a lot of classical. You're making a, I don't know what you call it. Making.
I want to get to it.
Well, then get to it. I'm not stopping you. I'm encouraging you.
Right.
Hop hop. Jingle bells. My least favorite.
I'm not actually in terribly Christmassy music.
Oh, he's not in Christmas mode yet, or at least not at the moment. How about classical? Do you have any favorite classical songs? Yeah. If you can't think of one, he'll just do one, but yeah. I mean, heck, Christmas is only a month and a couple of weeks away, but like who? I don't know. Do you know Chopin, Beethoven? I don't think he's a big fan of Mozart, Schubert, Strauss. Good. Right before bed here, although in Ethiopia, maybe Michael J. Anne who? Anne Murray? My mother must have met her recently. Should have met us. We're musical. She's retiring soon. Anne? No, I don't think that's who you mean. Who do you mean? Anyway. Trying to rotate. Oh, sorry. Rotating the camera, but we have a cover on it. Nice time was both. We try our best to do the requests, and
I could play well.
when it's not so late.
When it comes to classical music, you know.
Or are you saying The Who, the band? I think you're saying like who. Like you. Yeah, I got that one. Anne who. That's the only famous Anne I can think of, actually. Anne DeFranco? No. There's gotta be more. Or Annie. Just a reminder, I'm not meaning it right. But I will take this moment to quickly say that, sorry, just want to show you our messy home. Just want to quickly say, though, what are your guys' thoughts on the afterlife? Huh? Don't care you've been hit by. What? That's lyrics to a Michael Jackson song? I've never heard it. I know a number of his songs. I don't know that one. But let me just step downstairs for a moment. I'm interrupting his song, but well, you're hearing it in the background, but now I kind of want to sing one. Okay, just a moment. Not really saying too much on this one anyway, so I'm gonna go upstairs for a moment and I'll sing a bit of a song. But I'm pretty tired, so I'll wrap up soon. The sun will come out tomorrow. Because I see Annie in what you're saying. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Also, I did do a Michael Jackson song. I've had a lot of great podcast days, but some of them I probably did to look at a bit deeper before I kind of put them back up. But yeah, I'm curious your thoughts about the afterlife. But I did do The Way You're Making Me Feel. But it was in a random long podcast that I didn't know I was going to do it, so it's not in the title. Do you have another favorite Michael Jackson song? Maybe one that's more popular? Because I don't think that was it. Just going to put the phone down here and grab something in this room, including our dog. Hi. Sorry, we didn't know you were picky. Okay, I must have brought the tablet downstairs since it's not here. Huh. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I don't know. I mean, first of all, I'm not Ethiopian. So I mean, I've maybe heard some, but not as familiar with them as you could be. So I don't speak Ethiopian. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm glad you like the music of your culture. I'm sure I don't hate it. I worked with an Ethiopian guy back in the day, and I've never made it to the Ethiopian Pavilion for that festival that I sometimes get to. But help me know some of the songs. I just got to place this down here for just a moment again. But Michael Jackson is a good bet if you have other Michael Jackson ideas, because I know some of the tablet's in here. Really, I forgot the phone in here, and I forget the tablet. Don't like the piano playing? I also have one more important message for those who are there now. In just a moment. Bring that up. Be right back. Sometimes kind of old. So I don't know what that loading symbol is about. I see it every now and then. Kendrick Lamar I have heard of. He's not Ethiopian, is he? I thought he was of African descent. I do want to thank you, I am Daigle, and Pommy, if you're still here, although I don't think you are. I want to try and remember to do this more often, but I think sometimes it's like one of those unspoken obvious things. But I just want to thank you for being on my video tonight, for chatting, for liking. I've enjoyed talking with you, and I'm not sure if the chat's going to show afterwards, because on the cell phone I rarely see it even suggest doing so, or I'm getting rolling so fast I don't really look. But on the computer I always tell it to. Whether it does or not is another thing. But I was rolling for about 30 or 40 minutes before anybody commented. I think there was a like, and I think there was definitely some viewers, but and I was starting to lose motivation. I shouldn't have to wait that long, but the algorithms and the fact that there's a lot on YouTube and that and such. But I've seen many times, and this is why sometimes if I have the time, which often I do these days, to roll long, wait an hour, sometimes two, things pick up. There was a couple times it was quite embarrassing. There was a couple times, but there wasn't even that many views. I mean, some, but not many. And people sometimes judge too quickly or have ADHD or whatever. But there was a couple I did late this week. I mean, if I'm being honest, an hour in, I privatized them because I thought people are going to look at it and say, a 3 hour video, no likes, what the heck? And that's exactly what I thought too. I mean, I think we should all watch videos and decide for ourselves whether we like them, not based on what the numbers say, which there may be a glitch. They may not be showing all of them correctly. Like there was one, I know a couple of friends came in and liked, and there was already one like, but then a couple of the likes didn't show after. It's weird. So, I mean, again, we all should decide what we if we're liking it, like it. Watch some of it. Watch all of it. All at once or a little at a time. But yeah, it was kind of embarrassing. It's like 3 hour video, and it didn't really get much traction. But if you're curious, I can unprivatize it, and you can check it out, and I can let you know which one it is in the comments of this one. Maybe I can let you know, but I'd have to do that tomorrow and on the weekend. And Party Next Door are Ethiopian descent. Okay, on the songs. Okay, don't know them, but okay. Same here too. Same here. Enjoyed too. Also, peace. Okay, cool. Glad you enjoyed. Somebody just tuned in, but it is getting late. I think we're going to wrap up very soon. But apparently, some people enjoyed this, so you're welcome to see it after it's posted, as much as all of it as you want, or browse the live streams in the channel. Uplifting, and I was going to tell you about more about uplifting, doing music, wellness, chatting, supporting each other, all that good stuff. So I was gonna say it's that kind of thing, and I think it should be things that most of us are into, and it's kind of very vague and broad. So I mean, come and explore it more on my channel, kind of thing, our channel, and let G play a little bit more on the piano, although. I am Daggy. You haven't said much about it, and it looks like you may have left. But I feel like I kind of walked off from it earlier. And he's so talented, I would hate for you to miss him. Not playing.
Oh, well,
just moments ago he was playing, and now he's drinking coffee and other wild things. Now this is talent. Look at that, folks. Don't drop that cup. It's my favorite. It's already been prepared once, and you should just use your usual cup instead of mine. Want to take a moment to do something really quick with the pan flute and the keys? I have a feeling somebody from Ethiopia or wherever may enjoy that, and that's always cool. The pan flutes are behind you. Oh, you can use those ones? They don't have to be strapped on? You don't need your strap on? Okay. Sorry, no filter. And then I want to wrap up. I want to wrap this up in time. Probably should keep sensible. Okay, doesn't look like anybody's still here though, but it could be inaccurate. Just needs the water. Where are you, honey? Oh, I think you went back upstairs. Go on. Sorry.
I started to play and he goes and wanders off.
I've been talking for a while. I needed water. How often are you going to see something like this, eh, folks? Just this, let alone all the other stuff that's been in this video. I would say deserves a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Somebody was there enjoying it until they said it. Some people really just don't like suggestions. Like, look at them what to do. No, it's optional, but why wouldn't you? But yeah, that's Okay, cool. Even though somebody just came in. Oh, I was tired as heck. This fucking tired. Not a favorite song of mine. I don't mind it, but gotta plug in. Well,